Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be testing and trying out the Juvia liquid blushes. So I personally already have been playing around and trying them out because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I was not a liquid blush girl whatsoever, but now I'm definitely like into it now. So I'm like Juvia has definitely like changed the game and just gave me the whole outlook on liquid blushes. So I did pick up 3 shades in particular. So I have a purple one, I have this pretty orangey curl color, and then a very pretty pink shade. So let me show y'all what the purple one looks like as well. And y'all, these are pigmented. So these are the 3 shades that I picked up. Now I don't know why in my head I thought like, oh, these are gonna be the only shades that show up on me. Y'all, after trying these out, I went back to Ulta and did a swatch because I didn't even test them out and they had testers. I was like, oh, let me just pick that because I don't think they're gonna show up like that. They show up, okay. They are very pigmented and the longevity of them is definitely going to enhance your blush game to the max. So if you're looking for something that's going to look a little bit more natural, you don't have to necessarily wear an actual powder blush on top of her, so I will show you guys how to do that. But if you're someone like me, I love blush, and I used to always hate that throughout the day my blush will fade out, and I know you guys heard me say that so many times, and that's why I will apply so much blush onto my cheeks, because eventually throughout the day it does fade out. But when you use these and then put that powder right on top of one of these, baby, it's not going anywhere. And it's so crazy how that works, but it's like it's there to stay forever, yes, forever. Okay, so I'm going to be quickly testing them on my cheeks. I don't have anything on my face. I'm just going to swatch them for you guys first, and then I'll pick out which one I want to actually wear for my face routine today. So let's go ahead and start with the deep purple one. Her name is Sweet Berry, and when I say you just need a couple of dots, just a couple of dots would do the trick. Okay, look at that. I think I honestly put too much on, but we're gonna make her work. So what you'll do is you'll take a blending brush and just pretty much blend her out onto the cheeks. Look at that. I told y'all I put way too much. I told y'all. Ooh, that is pigmented. Just a couple of dots will do you. I'm starting to look like that, whatchamacallit? From Willy Wonka, the girl with the purple nose, yes. Okay, yeah, so that, honey and gents, that's bold. I've never had a purple blush. I think this is really gonna look beautiful on deeper complexions too. That's bold. Okay, let's do, but it's not coming off. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna use a different form of brush. I'm gonna go in with this shade now. This one is called Peach Rose. Too much. All right, do it again. It's crazy this is how this is called peach, but it's definitely pink vibes, as you can see. Alright, that is that shade right there. Ooh, honey. It's kind of crazy trying to show you guys what a blush would look like, you know, and yeah. Okay, so I took that all the way off, and look, you can still see the pigmentation of the actual blush. Okay, so let me show you guys how I will properly use and wear this. So being that I only have 1 shade left, I'm going to actually use this shade to do the rest of my face. So let me wipe this off, and I'm going to show you guys how to actually wear a liquid blush. If you're someone new like me, didn't know how to do it, I'm going to show you how to make it look more natural and not go overboard like I did. So okay, so I personally never had any problem with these staining on my cheeks. I've used this already before on a face. This is my first time using this one, but I've used this shade before already. And of course I'm going to, and I've used this I think a couple of times as well, but if I had to pick out of the 3 which one I really love, and that is this pink one. But I'm gonna go a different route because I think I've done like numerous tutorials that you guys have not yet seen. I'm gonna go a different way on applying it, But like I stated, or like I'm trying to state, I never had any problems with staining. I think it's just because I put it on my bare skin, and usually you put a liquid blush on top of your other products already put on your face. So I wipe this off as much as possible. But as y'all can see, a little goes a long way because my cheeks are stained and I use makeup remover solution. So let's go ahead and prep and get my face ready for these liquid blushes. I'm going to start off with a moisturizer because my skin is very dry this morning. And I think it's because for one, I did just get out the shower. But two, I just think the weather, you know, is changing out here. I don't know whether to be hot or cold. And my skin is like, I don't know what's going on. So what I think I needed to start back doing, because I've been slacking, is I need to do my nightly moisturizing routine because I have not been doing that. So, and although I stated that my skin felt a little bit dry, but that's why I put on a moisturizer, I'm still going to go in with a mattifying primer because I know how my skin acts throughout the day. It gets really oily around my T-zone area, so I'm going to still put on a mattifying primer. So I'm going in with the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer, and the good thing about this particular primer is she's not a drying matte, meaning she's not harsh on the skin. Y'all see my skin? It's looking actually phenomenal. Look at that. Of course, you already know what foundation I'm about to go in with. I'm going in with the Urban Decay Stay Naked. So now I want to go in with my concealer, and of course it's the Urban Decay Quickie Concealer. I like to spray out my concealer area. Alright, so the next thing I like to do is of course contour, and I'm going in with the Fenty contour sticks. This is in the shade Espresso. Alright, so now for the fun exciting part, the blush. So I just want to quickly just state, so see how we always do the concealer and of course the contour underneath the powders and stuff. That's because we're giving ourselves some structure and stuff going on. So the same thing with the actual blush. So now for the actual blush. So now that I have my base on, I'm telling y'all, a little goes a long way. I kind of sort of purposely put too much on earlier so I can really show you how pigmented these blushes are. So now a little goes a long way. And how I like to put it, being that I already have my concealer and contour on, I just put it right above the actual contour pattern and like right underneath the concealer part. So again, this is the shade that I'm going in, a nice peachy orange color. That's it, 2 dots, that's it. Don't go no further. I'm gonna show you why. I feel like I still put too much on, but these blushes do not play. So that is with just 2 dots. I know you can barely see it, but I'm trying to show you guys how to build her up. And she comes off a little bit lighter, being that you have your whole entire base and stuff on. So you can actually put a little bit more on the actual products, not only bare skin. Because as you can see, I did the same dotting kind of sort of on the bare skin. She's a lot more pigmented, but I can still see the blush. So I think a normal person will just stop at this, but I'm not normal. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more, like so. And I'm telling y'all, go with the smallest dots as possible and work your way up. And one thing I will also say about this particular blush and everything that it does, although I feel like you're probably not putting that much on top of your foundations and stuff, after putting your powders and everything, it really like sits in and you can really see her peeping through. Okay. So I think the second dotty coating was enough. Here is See, different angles you can see because you don't have your powder. So don't think, this was my first mistake when I first did it, you know, putting my foundations and stuff on. I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't see it really. I was like, okay, maybe I need to add a lot more. And when I put my powders on, I was like, okay, I can see a lot more better. But I was like, okay, maybe it's going to fade away. So let me put more powder on. And y'all, I was looking like Ronald McDonald the whole entire day because it did not fade away. So my blush was intense the whole entire time. So I was like, oh my gosh, mistake, 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 lesson learned. Don't ever do that again. So even if you feel like you don't have enough on, or you can't see it, or you're thinking like, once I put my powders on, it's not going to show up. It will. It will, trust me, it will. So a little definitely goes a long way. And like I've been doing, if you need to, go back in with your concealer sponge just to bring that concealer back into that area, because this blush just totally took over. So here is what she looks like. I like to let her dry down a little bit before I go in with my powders. It's just a personal preference of mine. So what I'm going to do is just quickly finish up my eyes, and then I'll do the rest with the powders. All right, so now for the powders, I'm going to go in with my Beauty Bakery for underneath the eyes. See, all of a sudden you can see the blush now. You see that? You see that, right? Okay. So even if you feel like you didn't apply enough, still stick with it and just put your powders on, and then go in with a little bit of powder underneath, like a powder blush, if you feel like you need to add more color. But definitely don't put no liquids on top of a powder. It will come off patchy and it just will not look right. And then for my face, I'm gonna go in with the Black Radiance powder. So see how it gave like a natural blush that you could definitely see I have on blush. It's not intense like I usually wear my blush, but I definitely am learning and appreciating this method a lot better, because although I can see it and it's just like a light way of seeing it, it looks like, I don't know, it kind of gives off like my cheeks are naturally like this, like an illusion when it comes to the blush. And that's why we do everything sculpture and highlighting and stuff like that. It's giving our face the illusion that we naturally look like this, okay? Our face naturally have these structures. We just enhancing them by adding a little bit more makeup onto this. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love these blushes, y'all. So if you're someone like me who is not a liquid blush girl, I would say at least try one of them. One of them. I will make sure I link it down at the bottom, because if you go to your local Ulta, they should have testers, so that way you can actually test the back, test a couple of them on the back of your hand and see how it looks against your complexion, and that's how you will figure out what will work for you. But I will be honest, y'all, all these shades that Juvia came out with, it's going to show up on us, for everyone, especially my melanated complexion. They finally did something for us. Every shade is going to show up and show out. So you can leave it like this. This is an option. You already did your highlighting and contour underneath the powder, so it's giving the face a natural structure going on. This looks really, really good. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just gonna show both ways, because it might be someone that's watching and they want to see how you can use it both ways. So I will be doing a side-by-side comparison to show you guys what adding more powders on top of this will look like. All right, so I'm going to be contouring with the Juvia Duo, and this one's in the shade Deep Dark. And I like to go in both shades. I start off with this one and then blend it out with this one. So I'll go right underneath that blush, bringing that structure back into the complexion. And this is just going to give you that illusion that your cheeks is a little bit smaller, your face looks a little slimmer. That's the whole point of contour. It's giving the illusion that you lost weight. So here it is with the contour powder and without. All right, and to complement the actual blush shade that I have on, that orange, let me show you guys what it is. I feel like this shade would definitely complement this one. You don't have to necessarily use a Juvia blush for it to do this, but I just like how she did think of her duo blushes, which are absolutely amazing. So I'm just taking a little bit of that orange like that. And then I'm gonna just tap it right on top. So I still want it to look very natural. And then one more grab. I'm gonna leave her like that. So here it is with the powders and then the liquids underneath the powder. So you let me know which side do you guys prefer when doing your makeup. I feel like I'm like on the go, more natural way. I would definitely go with this, but I'm doing a full face slay, so I might as well go all the way out. So I'm gonna continue with this on the other side. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop something on my lips and then do something with this hair, and I'll be back to show you guys what she looks like. But that's pretty much it for the face. I might add a little bit of highlight because I'm extra like that. Matter of fact, let me just do that now. So I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna add a little bit of highlighter because I like to have a nice glowy effect. Just a little bit, not all the way out because I do have oily skin. I do add a very little, to where you can barely tell I have some on. Okay, I'm gonna set my face one last time. So I'm gonna let all this lock in and I'll be right back. All right, so we're back. Face is slay, y'all. Do y'all see the cheeks? Do y'all see how natural and enhanced this looks like? Juvia is where it's at, y'all. And honestly, y'all, believe it or not, it's been like 6 hours later since I finished my face. My face still looks really good. The blush definitely does not fade away. It looks really, really good, really amazing. And like I said, it's giving me more of a natural blush. If y'all can look back on my videos, y'all can see how heavy, and I do me heavy, I used to go with my blush. And I feel like with this method, it's definitely have shown and taught me how to calm down on the blush but still have that blush look without looking too clownish. So yeah, this has definitely enhanced and changed up the girl's routine. So I'm a liquid blush type of girl now, okay? But anywho, if you guys want me to come back and do another look using one of these, like a full-on look like this, and show you guys how it looks with the powders and everything, let me know and I will come back and do another one. Or if y'all want me to check out a particular shade, I'll go ahead. I'll be your guinea pig. I'll go by her, try her, and show you how she looks on my complexion. Maybe you're somebody around my complexion, you want to see how it's going to look, or maybe you bought it and you want to see how you will work it, pair it up with certain eyeshadows and stuff like that. Let me know and I will be sure to do that for you guys. Okay. But you guys all have a beautiful day. Stay blessed, stay amazing, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.